Abu Ubaidah, he gets upset with this. He goes and he walks out to Umar ibn al-Khattab. He's like, I got to take care of some business with the leader before he comes and takes the key. And he says, you've embarrassed us. You've humiliated us. These people are all dressed nice. We want to, you've got to show that you're a strong leader. You've got to show your best clothes and things of that. You've embarrassed us. And Umar ibn al-Khattab, he became upset. And he said, "Nahnu qawmun a'azzana Allahu bil Islam." We were a people who God gave dignity to through faith, through Islam. And if we seek honor and dignity and glory through any other means, we will surely be humiliated. Meaning, I'm not that superficial person I used to be. Umar was known before he became Muslim to be an extremely well-dressed, wealthy man. He was one of the few literates, few people that could read in his time. They didn't expect that from him. But he said, we seek our glory through faith. We don't seek it through subjugating anybody. We don't seek it through some pompous, display. We seek it through faith. And so he received the keys from Heraclius, and the people were shocked. And then the bishop of Jerusalem took him to the Church of Nativity. He gave him a little bit of a tour of Jerusalem, and he took him to the Church of Nativity. And while they were in the Church of Nativity, the call for prayer came. The call for prayer came, for the noon prayer came. And Umar ibn al-Khattab was in there, and he knew it was time to pray. And the bishop of Jerusalem told him, he said, look, why don't you just go ahead and pray here? You're the leader. You don't have to go outside and pray. You can just pray here. It'll be an honor for us. And Umar ibn al-Khattab, he said to him, he said, no. He said, because I'm afraid that Muslims will come generations later and claim this is a masjid, this is a mosque, because this is where I prayed. So he walked out of the church, he walked down the steps, and he prayed right there. And then lo and behold, 400 years later, they built a mosque there called Masjid Umar, the Mosque of Umar. So he was right. He knew how history works with these things. He didn't want people to claim that church as a mosque just because he prayed there. Not because it was impermissible or not because there was some theological objection to that. He just wanted to give the people their rights and their respect. He also made the famous Pact of Umar, which essentially guaranteed the rights of all citizens there, guaranteed the rights of people to practice their own faiths. Christians and Jews not only were allowed to live in peace, they were allowed to judge each other by their own law. So they were not subject to Islamic law. They were allowed to keep things according to their law, out of sensitivity and out of justice towards them. So it wasn't like, again, the Bible was thrown away or the Torah was thrown away. In fact, if a situation came to Umar in regards to a public act of lewdness or disobedience from a Christian or a Jew, he would consult the rabbis or the priests, and he would ask them if this was something that was allowed in their faith or not. So it was complete justice, complete honor.